Right, what we're doing today is changing these ears because they're too small. Something like this. I've already had these, already had that one lasered out and cut the pins to the right size. The annoying thing is this one, these were Hardox, which is why that's so messy. I had to take it elsewhere to get the pins cut, but I think the pins were the same size, but there's just a little bit bigger gap between them on the other one. I did have a different bucket for to take the measurements for this one off, but these will just sit on there like that. Weld them in. Oh. Start grinding. So what I've come across is that this is incredibly hard to do with a grinder. I was on a bit of a time lapse then, and I've barely touched it, so I'll have to see what the plasma cutter does. Right, so that was working quite well. I think what I'll do is just carry on doing that until they're nearly gone, and then hit it with a grinder when there's a bit less material there, because that Hardox stuff is going to take some getting through the grinder, but we shall persevere. That bloody thing gets heavy after a while. Just the other side to do now, and then we can think about welding them in there and putting chamfers on each edge and setting it all up right, and then get it slapped on there and welded on, and then that's this bucket done. Yeah, finally finished grinding. Just the other side to do. There, that's both of them ground down. That's hopefully what it will look like when I'm done. These were lasered out by, well, I rung Machine Serve in Winkley, and they got their guys who they used to plasma them out, and then they supplied the pins as well. It was really quick and easy. It was just rung them up and said, where can I get them from? And they said, well, we get them made, and they did. Took the measurements, and luckily one of the people that works there lives in South Molton, and dropped them off that evening. God, yeah, come like that, and then the rod comes in a, I think that was a 2 metre or 2 metre length, something like that, but yeah, it's proper pin grade stuff. So I've come up with an idea, because I need my other trestle. This workshop used to be an old pig rearing unit, so we still have the sockets in it. So what I'll do is put take that off of there like that and put it over there. Yep. Don't have a welding table at the moment, which does get quite frustrating when I'm doing jobs like this. I know a lot of people in the comments will say, well, you can't see what you're doing. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can see what I'm doing. Now, a lot of people in the comments will say, why don't you make one? I did have an arrangement with a company to make me one, but that was nearly a year ago now, so I'm resorting to doing it like that. But I'm going to put a chamfer on the edge and just clean up where the welds are going to go. Safety first.
Now I know what you're thinking, and I have realised, or did realise my mistake, after I'd done this, that I shouldn't weld on the inside of these pins, or the inside of the ears. I realised this after looking on the inside of the bits that were cut off, because obviously the bucket, that's a specific width on the inside of what that needs to be for the jaws of the quick hitch to go on. So I have rectified that. I've ground out all the welds, but I now know for future reference not to weld on the insides. I had a second one to do and I didn't do it on that one, but yeah, I know you're all screaming at the screen saying don't do that, you fool, but yeah, don't worry, it is rectified.
Right, so that's the root pass is done. It was a bit of a nightmare trying to weld with those pins in the way, and obviously these ears, because it's a trenching bucket. I can't get right in there, but not yeah, too bad for an amateur. Yeah, and then we'll just put probably another 2 welds over the top of them, and it'll pretty much be done then. Yeah. If anyone knows why it gets so black and brown like that on a weld, let me know in the comments. Is it too much gas, too little gas, or I don't know, but yeah, any help will be appreciated. I've got my gas set on. That obviously comes down to about, oh, I don't know, 12 when I'm welding, I think. It's only a little Clark Turbo MIG. It does what I want it to do anyway. I would like a bigger one, but it's money in it really. And we haven't got 3-phase, so that's like the biggest welder we can have on single phase, but it does the job. Right, so that's fully welded now. All up the sides. They probably don't look very pretty to those professionals out there, but you know, I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. I think my welder's been playing up as well, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do about that? But yeah, that's that. Pretty much done. Just give it a little once over with an aerosol can, some paint, and oh no, hang on, I've got to do the ends there, but that's nothing major. The earth clamp's getting quite warm. That was smoking when I finished welding a minute ago. Yeah. So that's that done, painted. It's a bit rough, but it's a digger bucket. It's going to be, all that paint will come off within the first use, I suspect, because, well, I know where it's going, and he's not going to be worried about paint at all. But yeah, if I can get a video of it clicking into the digger, then I will. That's if it will, because obviously, if you remember, we might still have to grind away my error, but we'll worry about that when we get to it, if we have to. But for now, that's that done. I'll see you in the next one.